Good late evening or late night NWS Revolution members and viewers. This is your NWS Head of Talent Relations and 2023 NWS Hall of Famer Michael Cole. And today I'm going to give you my NWS Halloween Horrors pay-per-view review. The commentators for the show were played by commentator Joe Cody, me, Michael Cody, NWS Head of Talent Relations and Hall of Famer, and color commentator Dan Lambert. And it was held at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. The show started off with the NWS owner, chairman, and CEO, Scott Casey Gale. Guys, I'm Michael Cole. Introduced him. I'm Michael Cole. Welcome the fans to the Smoothie King Center, New Orleans, Louisiana. And introduced the NWS owner, chairman, CEO, Scott Casey Gale, and the NWS commissioner, Cody Mercer. Scott Casey Gale said the NWS revolution is back and better. The reason why they were on a hiatus was to Scott being busy behind the scenes and Cody Mercer being busy. But Scott Casey Gale says he's here. He's back, and Cody Mercer's back, and he's had a kick-ass and take names. Cody Mercer then got on the microphone and explained where he has been, and he did apologize for not being active on this channel, but now he's back, and he's a new and improved Cody Mercer. And in Cody Mercer's new contract, it says, as Scott Casey Gale said earlier, any member of the Deadly Renegade Society who attempt to kidnap him again will be suspended immediately without pay, or better yet, fired on the spot. Cody Mercer says he is no longer going to be pushed around. He's not just going to be calling the shots. He's going to be kicking people's asses, and he's going to hunt down the Deadly Renegade Society and take them down one by one with the help of Scott Casey Gale and the NWS Revolution. And then Scott Casey Gale and Cody Mercer had big welcome back chants from the New Orleans crowd as they headed to the back. And the first match was, as me, Joe Cody, and Dan Lambert played, the first match was the NWS Tag Team Titles match. NWS Tag Team Champions Rob McGovern and Mitchell Mayette defeated WWE's Pretty Daddy. This was a good back and forth NWS tag team matches with lots of good tag team signature moves. Got lots of good tag team submissions from both teams. Pretty Deadly. He then dropped Rob McGovern and Mitchell Mayette with the split. Milk went to pin him, but somehow, someway, Rob McGovern and Mitchell Mayette got their shoulders up, and then Rob McGovern gave two members of the Pretty Deadly, which is Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. He gave Elton Prince 16 suplexes, and he gave 16 suplexes to Kit Wilson, and then delivered a devastating F5 as Mitchell Mayette beat the holy hell out of Pretty Deadly, slammed their heads to all four turnbuckles, then delivered a jackknife powerbomb and a victory star jump, and then both Rob McGovern and Mitchell Mayette hit the 3D on Pretty Deadly, pinned them 1, 2, 3, and still NWS Tag Team Champions Mitchell Mayette and Rob McGovern. They have been a pretty unique tag team, I gotta say. And the next was for the NWS United States Championship. The current champion, Brian Theory, defeated Chucky the Killer Doll. Yes, that's right, Chucky the Killer Doll. This was a good back and forth match. Chucky then low blowed Brian Theory, gave him several punches, gave him a flying elbow and a flying leg drop. But then that wasn't enough to keep Brian Theory down, as Brian Theory beat the holy hell out of Chucky the Killer Doll. Slapped them, punched them, gave him a big boot, body slammed him, scoop slammed him, gave him a suicide dive, and then slammed Chucky's face on all four. Chucky just continued to beat the holy hell out of Chucky the Killer Doll. Chucky the Killer Doll fought back and was about to deliver a tombstone power drive, which he did. It connected, but it was not enough to keep Brian Theory down as as he kicked out of 2.5. And then Brian Fury and Chucky the Killer Doll continued to wrestle back and forth with wrestling move after wrestling move, submission after submission. And in the end, Brian Fury delivered a last wide powerbomb to Chucky the Killer Doll and pinned him 1-2-3, winner and still NWS United States champion Brian Fury via pinfall with the last wide powerbomb. Gotta say, Brian Fury is doing wonders to the United States Championship. Who's going to be the next guy, the next wrestler to step up to the plate and challenge Brian Fury for the NWS United States Championship? Only time will tell. And then me and Joe Garner and Dan Lambert played the third match, which was for the Intercontinental Championship. The Fox defeated Freddy Krueger. That's right, Freddy Krueger. And of course, Jason Voorhees ended up accompanying Freddy Krueger at ringside. But we all thought Jason Voorhees was going to accompany Freddy Krueger, but nope. Jason Voorhees ended up accompanying the Fox. So the match got underway as Freddy Krueger clawed the Fox in the eyes and stabbed him for clawed and slammed them around. Freddy Krueger beat the holy hell out of him, choked him with the ring ropes, but then the Fox got his momentum back as he pounded away on Freddy Krueger, super kicked Freddy Krueger, gave him a Hurricane Rana, a missile drop kick, a back body drop, and a leg drop, and then he gave Freddy Krueger a shoulder breaker, a neck breaker, and an arm breaker, and an arm drag. Freddy Krueger tried to gain his momentum back as he uppercutted the Fox, and then Freddy Krueger then choke slammed the Fox way in the middle to the canvas in the ring. The Fox kicked out at 2.5. Freddy Krueger then gave a power bomb to the Fox, but that was not enough to keep the Fox down as the Fox fought off Freddy Krueger, gave him a clothesline, gave him a back body drop, locked him in a 4-leaf clover, locked him in a submission. So then he locked him in a rear naked chokehold. Freddy Krueger did not want to submit. And then in the end, the Fox dropped Freddy Krueger with the Doomsday Device, pinned him 1-2-3, and still NWS Intercontinental Champion, the Fox via pinfall with Doomsday Device as this match lasted 15 minutes and 45 seconds. This was a good match. And then Jason Voorhees then beat the holy hell out of Freddy Krueger, gave him a choke slam and a tombstone pile driver and an Undertaker last ride powerbomb, sending Freddy Krueger a message. And then Johnny Da Vinci was shown getting ready for his match. It was match number 4 for the NWS Universal Championship. Johnny Da Vinci, being accompanied by the general manager Don Callis, defeated his brother, Vinnie Joe, who was accompanied by Paul Heyman. This is the match that fans have been waiting for. Ever since Vinnie Joe turned heel and joined the Deadly Renegade Society back in May, Johnny Da Vinci has been waiting to get a one-on-one wrestling match with his brother, Vinnie Joe, and he did. So, right away, an angry Johnny Da Vinci just beat the holy hell out of Vinnie Joe, pounded away at him, gave him bench presses, hard bench presses, slaps, chops to the chest, hard punches, uppercuts. He punched him twice in the eye, punched him right in the nose and in the mouth. And then Vinnie Joe fought back. He raked Johnny Da Vinci in the eye, low blowed him, gave him a super kick and a spinning heel kick, punched him, slammed Johnny Da Vinci's head out for a tropical, choked him with the ring whip, and just continued to beat the holy hell out of Johnny Da Vinci. And then Vinnie Joe choke slammed Johnny Da Vinci and gave him a spinning powerbomb. And then he was about to curb stomp Johnny Da Vinci. Johnny Da Vinci tripped him. Johnny Da Vinci then fought off his brother and gave him a stun and gave him a stunner. And then he gave him a scoop slam and locked him in a figure four leg lock. But Vinny Joe refused to step in, and out of nowhere, Vinny Joe curb stomped his brother Johnny Da Vinci, and instead of pinning him, he decided to pound away at him, give him 2 more curb stomps, and then hit Johnny Da Vinci with his own finisher, the death sentence. And then they decided to hit Johnny Da Vinci with a rock bottom and a people's elbow and continue to beat the hell out of the Johnny Da Vinci. Then it was about to pin him, but somehow, someway, Johnny Da Vinci kicked out at 2.5, which angered Vinny Joe. Vinny Joe then kept telling Johnny Da Vinci to stay down, but Johnny Da Vinci would have none of it. No matter how many times Vinny Joe beat Johnny Da Vinci, it just fired him up. This match went on for 10 more minutes with wrestling move after wrestling move, submission after submission. Johnny Da Vinci was about to curb stomp Vinny Joe was about to curb stomp Johnny Da Vinci. Johnny Da Vinci blocked it. Vinny Joe then headbutt Johnny Da Vinci, went to pin him, but Johnny Da Vinci kicked out at 1. And in the end, he was about to hit another curb stomp, but Johnny Da Vinci blocks it, and out of nowhere, Johnny Da Vinci drops Vinny Joe with the death sentence and pins him 1, 2, 3, win and still NWS Universal Champion Johnny Da Vinci via pinfall with death sentence. And this match lasted 19 minutes and 25 seconds. Wow, this was a good match, and Vinny Joe started throwing a temper tantrum said, and he said, this isn't over. This is far from over. And Johnny Da Vinci says, you want a rematch for my Universal title? Anytime, anywhere, any place. How this Thursday on Revolution Impact, me and you, open fight night in a steel cage match. Vinny Joe got on the mic and accepted Johnny Da Vinci's challenge. And then it was the co-main event, a Grave Consequences match. NWS Revolution owner, chairman, and CEO Scott Gale, also known as Scotty Badbones, and NWS Commissioner Cody Mercer, being accompanied by NWS General Manager Don Callis, versus the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, and the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden. This match got underway as Barack Obama and Joe Biden came out to huge boos from the New Orleans crowd as they were accompanied by Paul Heyman, and Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer came out to huge cheers as this match got underway. Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer wasted no time beating the holy hell out of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. They gave him headbutts, got kendo sticks, and whacked Barack Obama and Joe Biden with kendo sticks, Singapore canes, and then Joe Biden, then Biden kicked both Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer, and then he got a barbed wire baseball bat, whacked Scott Gale, Scotty Badbones, and Cody Mercer in the face, busting them wide open, hit them on the head with steel chairs and across the back multiple times, and then Barack Obama delivered a clothesline from hell as Joe Biden kicks Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer, and then hit the BKO and attempted to block and then put them in the grave and attempted to close them, but Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer got their fists and punched them. Both Barack Obama and Joe Biden slammed their head at Alfred Turnbuckles, got a steel chair, whacked him across the back multiple times, got 2 more steel chairs, and hit Joe Biden and Barack Obama very hard on the head, busting them wide open and knocking them out unconscious. They smeared the blood all over the face of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Paul Heyman gets involved, only to get punched off the ring apron, and then both Scotty Badbones and Cody Mercer pull Paul Heyman in the ring. Cody Mercer then beats the holy hell out of Paul Heyman, opens a can of whoop ass him, stomps a mud horn. Paul Heyman walks it dry, gives him a Mercer stun and a Mercer footprint. Scotty Badbones frog splashes Paul Heyman, RKOs him and tosses him out of the ring. And then they turn that, and Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer turn their attention right back to Joe Biden and Barack Obama as they continue to beat the holy hell out of them. But then out of nowhere, Joe Biden and Barack Obama double power bomb both Scotty Bad Bones and Barack Obama, and then get a flaming table, put thumbtacks on the flaming table, and then give them 2 more power bombs through the flaming table. Go to pin them, but somehow, someway, Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer kick out at 2.5. This match is getting crazy, and they continue to wrestle back and forth with wrestling move after wrestling move, submission after submission, and use weapons such as baseball bats, belts, trash cans, tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my! And then Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer hit Obama and Biden on the head with trash cans, dump garbage out over them, continue to beat the holy hell out of them. Scotty Bad Bones locks both Joe Biden and Barack Obama in the figure 4 leg lock. They refuse to submit. Cody Mercer locks both Barack Obama and Joe Biden in the sharpshooter, but they refuse to submit. This match is continuing, and then both men are bleeding profusely, and then Cody Mercer and Scotty Bad Bones then drive a cement truck, one Joe Biden and Barack Obama over, and dump cement all over them, and then they get a hose, and they get a hose full of steam water, which washes the cement out right off of Joe Biden and Barack Obama. And then Joe Biden and Barack Obama still get up, and out of nowhere they just attack Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer from behind, dump cement all over them, and then they dump a bag of dirt all over Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer, dump them in the grave and about to seal, but somehow, some way, Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer have their fists up, and they throw dirt in the face of Joe Biden and Barack Obama. They slam them on the grave very hard, making them bleed even more. And then they're just getting their fight up. Scotty Bad Bones then beats the holy hell out of Joe Biden and Barack Obama, then delivers a frog smash to Joe Biden and Barack Obama, and RKO's Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Cody Mercer, then Mercer stunners Barack Obama and Joe Biden, tombstone pile drives him, and then delivers a Mercer footprint to both Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Then they set up a glass table. Dump thumbtacks and nails and hammers all over it, and then Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer look at each other. They set the glass tables on fire, and then they deliver a devastating double package pile driver off the top rope and through the flaming glass tables, and then Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer then put Joe Biden and Barack Obama in the grave and sealed up. Winner of the match, of the Grave Consequences match, Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer via locking their opponents in the Grave Consequences. And then Scotty Bad Bones and Cody Mercer then toast each other with a beer. And the fans chant, Scotty Bad Bones, Cody Mercer, welcome back, Mercer, welcome back, Mercer. But this isn't the end, because Scott Casey Gale and Cody Mercer say this isn't the end of the wild we have, because Fighters of the Survivors, Cody Mercer says, Fighters of the Survivors, he has a surprise for the Deadly Renegade Society. And it's gonna be Team NWS Revolution versus the Deadly Renegade Society. And Cody Mercer says the Deadly Renegade Society are not gonna like the kind of match that Cody Mercer comes up with, because a lot of things are gonna be on the line. But he will make that announcement in his next video. Anyway, this is a great 30-minute match. I mean, lots of back and forth action in this match, and lots of bloodshed. And then we get a preview of the next NWS Revolution pay-per-view, Fighters of the Survivors. Yes, Fighters of the Survivors, which will be held, actually, it's going to be held in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at the American Airlines Center. So this should be a good match. I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of match Scott Casey Gale and Cody Mercer have come up with Fight of Survivors, which is going to be hold on. Fighters of Survivors. This is going to be Sunday, November 26th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So yes, it's going to be everything on the line. Yes, Fort Lauderdale, Florida will be Fighters of the Survivors. Yes, it's going to be yes, it's going to be tickets to it's going to be at the Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Mark your calendars at the American Airlines. Mark your calendars. Just, ladies and gentlemen, change it. It's now going to be Fighters and Survivors will now be held on November 26, 2023 at the American Airlines Arena in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So get your tickets ready because tickets are going on sale now. And now it's the main event. It's the NWS World Heavyweight Champion General Jerry as he defended his World Heavyweight Championship against YouTuber Wrestling Otaku. That's right, yes, Wrestling Otaku. So this was a good match as General Jerry and Wrestling Otaku shook hands as a sign of respect and decided to wrestle back and forth. Wrestling Otaku wasted no time beating down General Jerry as he pounded away on him, gave him a scoop slam, a hurricane rana, a swinging neck breaker, a back breaker, a power bomb, a power slam. General Jerry fought Wrestling Otaku off for a punch, a face break, then hit a face breaker and a face buster, and gave him an airplane spin. General Jerry then continued to beat the holy hell out of Wrestling Otaku. This was a good back and forth match. Wrestling Otaku came back with a devastating clothesline and an STO to General Jerry. Yes, so then General Jerry and then Wrestling Otaku got in the sort of a shoving match. General Jerry then uppercuts Wrestling Otaku, but Wrestling Otaku fights back. And Wrestling Otaku choke slams General Big Boots General Jerry, then choke slams and then power bombs him. And then he hits a cross body and Russian leg sweep on General Jerry. Locks General Jerry in the sleep hold. General Jerry does not submit. He locks him in a snap power slam. And it gives him a falling inverted DDT, falling star, straight jacket DDT, and then locks him in and hits a crossroads. Then he hits a tiger driver on General Jerry. Then he knocks him in a dark matter and hits a dark matter. Then knocks him in the Queen's crossbow and Diamond Dust shades of Cody Rhodes' Stardust character, and then Wrestling Otaku locks General Jerry in the figure four, like General Jerry doesn't submit. Then it's a silver spoon and then hits a crossroads, as he calls it, the Otako roads. Wrestling Otako goes to pin General Jerry, but General Jerry has his foot on the rope. And then General Jerry fights him, wrestling Otako off, gives him a inverted DDT, a power slam, a baseball slide, a spear, and a jackhammer. A big boot, and then General Jerry drops wrestling Otako with the Jerry Bomb, pins him 1, 2, 3, winner and still NWS World Heavyweight Champion General Jerry via pinfall with the Jerry Bomb, as this match lasted up 20 minutes and 15 seconds. This was a good wrestling match. General Jerry and wrestling Otako shake hands as a sign of respect. And then NWS Universal Champion Johnny Da Vinci comes out and points at General Jerry's World Heavyweight title. What does this mean? As me, Joe Gotti, and Dan Lambert are talking. Yes, Johnny Da Vinci is pointing at General Jerry's World Heavyweight title. So Johnny Da Vinci gets on the mic and says he has a whole lot of respect for General Jerry as a person, as a professional wrestling, but he's here to challenge General Jerry for his World Heavyweight title at the next NWS pay-per-view Fighters of the Survivors. Johnny Da Vinci says he's busted his ass to get where he's at today. He's held the United States Championship. He's held the Intercontinental Championship, and now he holds the Universal title. He says the NWS Tag Team titles are on his list, but one singles title he hasn't held is the World Heavyweight title. So, Fighters of the Survivors, me versus you, and a championship versus championship match. Johnny Da Vinci says he'll put his Universal title on the line if General Jerry puts his World Heavyweight title on the line. General Jerry gets on the mic and says, "You're on, you got your match." Scott Gale and Cody Mercer to make the match official. So at Fighters of the Survivors, it will be Johnny Da Vinci versus General Jerry for both the Universal Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. Wow, that is money making on the match. I definitely can't wait to see Johnny Da Vinci versus General Jerry for both the World Heavyweight title and Universal title, which means it looks like they're finally going to combine both the World Heavyweight Championship and Universal Championship at Fighters and Survivors. That should be a good one. Thank you for watching. This is me, Michael Cole, signing off. And this coming Thursday, Joe Gotti and Dan Lambert will give you the Revolution Impact Open Fight Night review. You all have a good day. And you all take care of each other. Take care of yourself and each other. That's right. Take care of yourself and each other. Live long and prosper. You have a nice day. Michael Cole out.